Hello and welcome to another part of the agency driver series. I am aiming to showcase all the makes and models of different trucks in the game and tell you a little bit about them. To go now, this journey is actually a reverse of the previous episode. It's see, with some of the limitations in the job market occasionally, so we are travelling from Dortmund to Hamburg. I'll just bring up the map to show the approximate route, which is identical to last time, just in reverse. Leave Dortmund, go up there and go into Hamburg. Sorry, about 216 miles it is. So without further ado, get started. Today's cargo is a very light load helicopter, and the truck I'll be using is a Volvo fh16 Classic. It has 600 horsepower. There's a 12-speed gearbox in it.
Ready to roll. Turn left.
Now, I do not have any mod running on this profile. It is just stock standard. I do have fatigue simulator on and traffic offences as well, so I may
go straight on.
Some fines. So the Volvo fh16, it is the Classic. It is the older model of Volvo available within the games. It has the most powerful entry-level engine of 540 horsepower. So this truck will just about cover all your needs. Start off with it basic, go up to a few levels when you can, put a bigger chassis on it, and you shouldn't make to change trucks throughout the game unless you want something a little bit newer. So speaking about engines available in the fh16 Classic, there's a few different engines. Your entry level one is 540, and there's a few different engines available up to 750 horsepower, which is the most powerful one within the game. There's 3 cabin options available. There's a flat roof one, there's a mid roof, and then there's a higher roof one, and they are known as Globetrotter roads. So yeah, this particular one has a mid-powered engine. For one of these, it's got the 600
go straight on
in it. So I'm pulling a very light load with it. Good engines, good cabin options. Chassis available on the fh16 Classic. It has the 4x2, the 6x2, the 6x2 4s, and all derivatives thereof. And has a 6-speed, and the biggest chassis you can get on this model of Volvo is the 6x4 chassis. Trim levels, there's 2 choices. There's a basic one, which this one has here, or there's a bit more fancier posher one that does actually have inbuilt GPS, but this being a basic one, it hasn't. So the dash layout is the same between the different trim levels, no different speed or no different gauges or computer or anything. So your instrument pinnacle, you've got a small gauge there for turbo pressure, just to the left of the rev counter, which has what I like, a good prominent marked green band for the power and torque. Then you've got your speedometer, which is nice, big and clear. Then you've got your oil temperature, your water temperature, the fuel gauge, and that's air pressure. Right, I think in your display, which sometimes you need to just adjust the steering wheel slightly to see it. You've got your game time there, what gear you're in, your water temperature, what your cruise control set at, and then the one at the bottom that you can make out if you move the steering wheel a little bit is total mileage of the truck. Your next one shows how much fuel you've got and approximate range it will last. Then you've got your fuel economy, which should be actually okay in this truck because, as I say, it's only pulling about 3 ton. Got your usual range of temperatures there. So you know, Volvo as their HQ in Sweden. They are about the second largest manufacturers of heavy duty vehicles in the world. In the first, I'm trying to read a bit of paper here and drive at the same time. The first produced a truck in approximately 1928. In 2012 the company was reorganised as a Volvo Group Trucks, which with other brands such as Renault and Mack trucks as well. So this is a bit sketchy because reports were basically, what I can work out is in North America they did acquire the asset of the White Trucks Farming and White Truck Corporation, and something to do with the Canadian brand Western Star was spun out into a separate company. Now the Volvo's Renault. In 2000 Volvo acquired Renault through a merger that made them the owner of Mack trucks, which enabled them to get a bigger foothold in North America. So that's where the tie-up between Volvo and Renault comes in. The things, customization on these trucks is just what's standard in the game. You can put different paint jobs on it, like bars, etc, etc. So you can actually make one of these look not too bad, though they do look very plain and dated outside now, but then again it's the age of them. It's quite a pleasant truck to drive, they're not too noisy, they've got bags and bags of power. If you're not restarting the profile, you haven't driven one of these for a long time or not driven one, start with one of these, no problem at all. With them, so no jet, one of it here. And you wondered, in the previous generations of games, which were based on the slightly older model of these, the Volvo trucks were known as Valiant before the licensing agreement came in, so between Volvo and Renault. Now I know a lot of people slag Renault trucks off. I have myself in the Magnum video, but what I tend to forget is actually who owns them, and some of them are actually in the game using the Volvo drive engine, so that'll be as Renault, and that's why in game I think it's taken them a while to get the Renault T range, if they ever do release it into the game, because you'll have to go through about 3 or 4 different companies and legal departments etc. to get the licensing agreement, because I have to go through Renault, Volvo, probably Mack, and probably some other companies. Now Volvo throughout their history, at one point did, the previous video, did try and take over Scania at one point, but that merger didn't come off, because I'm sure, don't know if it was blocked or just what they offered wasn't enough. I think so. Series is when I've test driven all the different makes and models of truck. If I haven't got enough money to buy my own, then it opens to the option of loaning an amount to buy a truck, or I can keep doing jobs in different models of truck till I get enough to actually buy one. And all the access and personalise it a little bit, so but so for now look to test drive different make and model of truck. I'm picking up in the city where I dropped off and trying to make all these journeys around, well, no more than around about 200 miles, but I know some of them come slightly over, and I'm trying to aim to try and drop off in a different city each time, but obviously limitations on the job market and using different make model of truck each time makes that sometime impossible. So that's why back up to Hamburg, which is the city where I started the previous job, but that's like an agency driver, you can't always get what you need in the job market. So I've switched the mic up here for a little bit, and I may join you when I get the journey set. Just throat's killing me today. I'll sit back and enjoy some of my driving. sorry about going silent there. Now you're seeing I did show you
Keep right.
a few different
then
camera
exit right.
shots there as well.
Exit right.
I think I've said it before, but when SCS have remodelled at Germany and you get to drive on some of them, you can really tell the difference between this version of Germany and in the older versions. That really up the quality of the mapping in these. So now you may have noticed in the Scania Streamline video and in this one, well, in some of the previous ones I filled at 1080 60 frames. This one and the Scania Streamline have been recorded in 1080 30 frames, and that's partly due to limitation on the upload speed I get to upload the videos to YouTube.
Keep right.
And also what my PC will handle, because basically I'm running
turn right.
an older PC that's very slow. It's a A8 7650K. I have 8 gig of DDR3 1600 RAM in it. I am running a NVIDIA Cerberus 1050 Ti 4 gig, so say I've got nothing fancy. I'm using a
keep right
cheap
and then turn right.
cheapest one that Logitech do that's cordless, just basic keyboard and mouse.
Turn right.
I'm using a Logitech G29 wheel pedal and shifter, so yeah, journey's end.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. It's all over now.
I'm making a pig's ear of this car. Oh. At last, Sorry about that, but sometimes my parking can get atrocious. And that concludes today's video for now, so I shall hopefully see you in another one where I'm driving a different make, different model of truck. So 10-10 for now. I'll just see how we did first. I'll me show you that bit. I've got another perfect delivery, we didn't get fined. And we're on our way up to level 7. Anyway, that's it for now, so 10-10. Stay safe on them roads, take care, and don't have too many accidents. Goodbye, I'm down and I'm gone.